been following us, you would have remembered that big antique mirror that I found on eBay for £20, and it's just been sitting under a blanket in our living room this whole time because I didn't have anything to sand it properly with because we want to revarnish it, and also I need his help to actually hang it up.
Yeah.
And then hanging it up is also a dilemma. We're not sure which wall to put it on. So that's another problem we need to figure out later. So, because we don't have a lot of space, I've cleared off the dining table, put down a soft blanket, and then I've just kind of got not old, but it's a Primark flat sheet, which I've folded the corners up on to kind of stop any dirt or dust going on the floor. This is the sander that I bought off Amazon about a month ago now. I haven't used it. I've heard it's easy to use, so we'll just see how that goes. It comes with different sanding discs, so we've got one on here now, and there's more in the box. And to get used to it, I think we're going to sand down one of our chopping boards first. Bub, can you get a chopping board? Just to get used to it, because the chopping board is flat. We'll see what it feels like, and then once we have sanded it down, we're going to attack this. So it will be really good for the flat sections, and then I think where it's curved, I'm going to have to use some sandpaper. The mirror will either hang on that wall or this wall.
Good question.
I know. So it turned out that the sander was really difficult for me to use because of how much it vibrated. So Stephan did do a lot of the sanding. We started off with the chopping board that I wanted to sand down and repaint anyway. And then we moved on to the mirror, sanding down the parts that were completely flat. So with the sanding completed, it was my job to stain and varnish the frame. We wanted to choose a wood stain that was true to the natural colour of the mirror, so we went for a medium oak wood stain from Wilkinson's. And to varnish, we used the Rustin's Quick Dry Varnish in Clear Matte. All in all, I did 3 coats of the wood stain and 2 coats of the varnish. Next, it was time to secure the mirror so it was ready to hang, and I needed Stephan for this. We wanted to make sure that the wall could support the full weight of the mirror, so he put 3 hooks on one side and 3 hooks on the other side, and then threaded a wire cable through those hooks. Because the mirror is quite large, we decided to hang it on the back wall of the living room. So we took down our wall macrame from that wall and we rehung it above our TV. Obviously we wanted to hang it as central as possible, but we also had to check the wall to see where it was most solid, because the mirror is quite heavy, so I really didn't want it to just fall down in the middle of the night. So after we found the best location to hang it, Stephan drilled a hole and then we both hung it in place, and fingers crossed it hasn't fallen down yet, so I think we did a good job. I love how it looks with our rubber plant in the corner, and then just to balance out the other side of the wall, I hung up a small hammered copper piece of artwork which I already had. And then when we put our Christmas tree up this year, I'll be able to see it reflected in the mirror, which I'm looking forward to. And it's just going to be extra twinkly and sparkly at home, which I can't wait for. So we're about to do our pumpkin carving. These are the 2 that we'll be carving. Stephan's going to do the big one, and I'm going to do this medium-sized one. And then from Amazon, we ordered a pumpkin carving kit. So I've laid out some of the tools here, and then I've got an extra ice cream scooper here because I like to use this, and then Stephan will use this one to clear out his pumpkin. This is really sharp. I had to take the protective cover off this one, so this is to get really like intricate details, and then I guess this one is to like scoop out any curved edges you want to do. Same with this one. So we've never used these before. It comes in a nice case like this, which is quite nice because we'll keep it for every year. And also it gives you some stencils if you want some inspiration of what kind of faces to do. I'm gonna try and draw eyes. So I like the round eyes. Bit less scary looking. This is actually the first time we've both carved pumpkins together. And I just love the whole process, from going to the patch to pick our own pumpkins, bringing them home to decorate, and then when the time is right, picking out the best 2 for carving. It's the main reason why we bought that humongous one home, because we knew we wanted to carve this year. The carving kit from Amazon turned out to be so useful. I am so glad I bought it. It was less than £10, but it just allowed us to be more creative with what we were doing and get the look that we wanted for our pumpkins quite easily. So I'm super happy with that purchase. And they're really good quality, so I know I'll be able to keep them for years.
Just need to clean it up.
Yeah, we're doing it different ways.
She's going cup first, I'm going ice first.
I'm cleaning first and then cutting out the details, and Stephan's cutting out first and then going to clean out the inside afterwards. Yours looks really good. So this is what mine looks like right now. I've cleaned out the inside.
Look, he's got something in his nose.
You should just leave it like that. It's really fun to carve with the tools, but I think one of the most satisfying parts is taking out the pieces that you cut away and seeing your pumpkin come to life. This is something we really enjoyed doing together, and we're definitely going to keep doing it every year because it's just a lot of fun. I did hear that if you're going to carve pumpkins, you should do it as close to Halloween as possible, so we did it the day before Halloween. And because of that, they didn't get too dry or mouldy and they looked really great on Halloween. I finished my one. Mine still has a head on it because I kept the top, but because Stephan made his hole bigger, we've given this one a little hat, which I think looks really cute. It matches his moustache. We love this moustache. Look at this.
Oh, he's so nice.
It looks great.
His name is Jean-Luc.
So I've taken some inspiration from the Mexican Day of the Dead skulls as well, so that's why I've done these dots around. And tonight, when we put our tea lights in, I hope it looks really nice when it twinkles. And here they are, Mr. and Mrs. Pumpkin with their pumpkin berets. It was so cozy at night time to see these glowing away in the dark. Especially with our autumn leaves hanging above them, it created a really nice atmosphere at home. This year for Halloween we were invited to go trick-or-treating with our niece, who's 5 years old. We didn't have enough time to get some costumes ready, but we thought we'd put the effort in with some Halloween makeup. So we both decided that we would go with a skeleton theme. I went for a Mexican Day of the Dead looking inspired skull. Also because I really enjoyed the movie Coco, which is all about the Day of the Dead tradition in Mexico. So that was my look, and even though we did it quite quickly, I'm quite happy with how it turned out. And then after I got ready, it was Stephan's turn to sit down so I could do his makeup. He went for a more traditional skull look that we'd seen and got inspiration from on Pinterest and Instagram combined. And we did this in a really short space of time, but I'm really glad with how it turned out. And my favourite part on Stephan's makeup was the teeth. I thought they turned out really good. One thing that was so cute was our niece's reaction when she saw us. Do you like my face?
Oh my gosh, this is a dream!
Before we went trick-or-treating, we managed to squeeze some time in to take some quick pictures for Instagram. So if you don't follow us on there, you can find us at Stephan and Sandra. So this year I finally got my act together and made pumpkin pie for the first time. I first tasted pumpkin pie in uni when I was living in halls. I am so happy. I've been wanting to do this for 10 years. The pumpkin spice combination is the ultimate autumn cozy scent. The recipe also requires 2 cups of pumpkin puree, which you can get from a can or you can make your own. It's not too hard to make your own puree, but you do need time. Other ingredients that went into the pie are 2 eggs, 1 yolk, condensed milk, dark brown sugar, and caster sugar. So for those of you that don't know, pumpkin spice consists of cinnamon, ground nutmeg, ground ginger, ground cloves, and ground cardamom. I didn't have any ground cloves, I only had them whole, so I just blitzed them into a powder. So if you're wondering why I wanted to make this for 10 years, it's because the first time I ever tasted pumpkin pie, I was in my first year of uni living in halls, and we had a Canadian flatmate called Jen. Hi Jen, if you happen to see this. Her mum sent her a Thanksgiving care package or something, and there was some pumpkin pie and she gave me some to taste, and oh my goodness, let me tell you, it blew my mind because one, I never really knew it existed, and two, it reminded me of one of my favourite Sri Lankan desserts, which is also made from a spice blend, and it just made me feel really nostalgic, but it was so weird because I'd never tasted or even heard of this dish before. And then it's really easy from there. You just mix all the ingredients together in one bowl until they're really well combined. Pour them out into your pastry cases or your homemade pie crust, and then they're ready for baking. I baked my pies for 15 minutes at 215 degrees Celsius and then another 15 minutes at 175 degrees Celsius. As soon as you see the filling start to rise, which is the egg whites actually expanding in your mixture, it's time to take it out the oven and then let it cool. As it cools, it will set back down into a flat pie. I actually like to serve it warm, and I think it tastes most delicious when it's warm. You can serve it with some whipped cream on the side if you want to. We were actually so eager to taste it that we just had it on its own, and it still tastes so good. So that's it for this vlog, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed this vlog, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye!